0. Veggie shush.
Oh,
Don't
hi.
giggle. You know what you did.
Yeah, I'm doing chapter 4. But I'm gonna reopen the trial because it was closed.
Dum shush. Hello, I hope your day is well.
No, it's very terrible, actually.
Actually, I know, but you don't need to bring it down.
Hehe.
Veggie, I know you're sad, but come on, cheer up.
Hehe.
Honey,
Well, with
cheer up.
Bun on my side, I can be extra cheerful.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. Oh, my heart's thumping like crazy.
Doki doki.
I might as well have a lay back. So what after this? I'm go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! Ah, but be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons.
Oh, don't worry, we're not on the Vita anymore.
And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
I will try.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead. Is it really alright to accept the situation so easily?
Well, honestly, those first two statements are a pretty good reminder of what happened last time. Because we found out the mystery of the funhouse.
Dumbo didn't know what an octagon is.
Yeah. Well, no, it was a hexagon, wasn't it?
Octagon.
Well, I know there was a hexagon, an octagon, a square, a lot of different things.
No, rectangle, not a square.
Oh yeah, quadrilateral. There you go.
Veggie, shut up. Seriously. Ridiculous.
Behavior?
Yes. I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekamaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building's the weapon? Nagito said it, you know? There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either. What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying? He's right. There was a time where I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know? If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself. You say such falsehoods per usual. There's no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires, even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions. I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nakamura as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know?
Oh yeah, totally not.
Akane, you're drilling all their faults.
Nagito as usual. Can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used a building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
Maybe better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Is it not the pillar? Is it something else?
No.
Oh, look at my health. He was horribly damaged, as if he was being senseless with a blunt object. But if he was being with a blunt object, it wouldn't be that a kill that utilized the building structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that was also utilized the building structure? Crushed by the elevator, falling, beaten with a blunt object, or dead battery? Is that a possibility?
No.
No? Falling?
Go for it.
I guess it's
Isn't
falling.
it obvious? Isn't it obvious?
What, did he fall so hard that he fucking broke open or something?
Yes.
That's possible?
Yes.
I thought he didn't take fall damage. He's a robot.
Thomas, do you see in what state he is in? Isn't it obvious?
Not really, no.
It's really obvious to me. I don't know how
That's
it
it.
isn't.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling. Died from falling? If the funhouse secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses were vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
My goodness, I want to grab my phone, but I can't see, and I touched Baby Beak, and she still didn't move.
Oh, I don't see anything wrong with touching Baby Beak.
But she's sleeping.
Oh, I mean, give her a little affectionate rub.
I don't want to wake her up, though, so I won't touch her
She's a
much.
deep sleeper. She doesn't wake up that easily.
Aww, he's so cute. He's such a ball. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted over her again. But come on, don't you admit that she's cute?
I say that every day.
Me too.
Yeah.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where did they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't
just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in the building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower.
What about that window? Push him out the window.
You could push him off on the fourth floor when the elevator is on the first floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the first floor, the door on the fourth floor won't open. Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
But my god is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where'd the killer shove Nekomaru from? I'm gonna reach the truth behind this incident. I need to solve that mystery next. I don't know, I feel like it's... maybe it's the window, I don't know. There's a lot of different things.
Keep this one, I'll hint at that.
Good night button.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you.
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth floor, huh?
It'd be impossible to show off the victim from up there.
And how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside... Oh, wrong button. There we go.
How did you know?
Well, because he's not a moving object if he's asleep. That sensor should only work if something's moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button's pressed, all of his functions shut down, he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right? I see, so that's how. However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from, yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me. That sounds like veggie. Honey, I was about to say something, but dumb vegetable, of course, interrupted me.
Yeah, that does
That
sound like a
sounds like
honey
some-
moment.
Yeah, because veggie always interrupts. So mean.
Sorry.
It's okay. Silence, pest.
Now you're calling me a pest? Way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru's still in it. Honey seems to have an idea, but what could that be? Have a dance-off, obviously.
You can't even ask me. Nah.
Wire.
If you arrange it in a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
The arrangement is The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time we get over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor? The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious. Wow, there's so many things. How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest.
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it? Nekamaru's inside the elevator. How can you create a difference in elevation?
Well, definitely not the oil on the floor.
With a wire, obviously.
Yeah, keep the wire.
So
No.
I gotta press it on something.
Definitely not the oil or the thing she said. Or hammer. Hammer was just a prop.
Not the pillar.
Pillar. Not really.
Not oil, so is it?
Nope.
No, another doorknob.
Why not the doorknob?
The doorknob? What? Oh, is the doorknob the thing that's suspending him or something? It is possible. Let me try that.
I mean, the pillar is an effect of him falling.
I'll try it. Oh, yeah. Look at his smug ass.
You agree with him, basically.
Yeah, I do. Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? Wait, it did? Where is that? Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that plot point. It might have been where it got scraped by the wire. Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekamaru? The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. Oh, honey, my French fries are half done, so I'll be right back.
Dumbo. Huh. Also, it kind of makes me wonder, well, if the wire is like sharp enough in a way, would it cut off the doorknob? Because it depends on how thick that doorknob is, to be honest, but maybe possible with enough fraction. Would it cut it? I'm not sure because it would, it would need a lot, I guess, of power in a way. But it makes me wonder because sometimes it's possible to cut metal things apart like that. But if that particular thing, I'm not sure of, to be honest. But still kind of curious. Also depends how it's aligned, maybe. Because maybe the position also matters. Yeah, and if it's close to where it's, pausing, let's say. Of course, it's gonna be different as it's besides screws, so it's more stable. But if it's more at the end, it's more flimsy, and it could be, easily, cut in a way. Again, if the screws were more consistent or enough, it will stretch enough through the surface, go deep into it, and once it's deep into it, it might just cut in half. But in another way, it's not like it's like a freaking saw. It's gonna be stuck into the bills, and I don't think it will be that easy to remove from it. It will be a different story if it's like a saw, and you can move around, because again, it really depends. But I'm not sure if it will be stuck inside or just gonna make enough gap so it can't be removable. But also depends if it's gonna be like a saw or it's gonna cut slash at once, or I don't know.
What's wifey talking about today?
Well, I'm debating if with enough fraction and depending on the surface and that blah blah blah, if the wire could manage to cross through the doorknob. Because the wire can be sharp enough and it could be possible, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I guess we'll see. The tip of that
Maybe
wire
we'll
was tied
see.
into a loop.
For me, we'll see. It didn't happen. It's not gonna happen. But I'm
It's
saying
not
it's
gonna
a
happen.
possibility. Is the doorknob cut? No, it's not.
No, it's just damaged.
Yeah, and I'm saying I'm curious if it would even manage to cut it.
Honestly, it doesn't seem like it. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, it would have been suspended in midair. That's right, it was suspended in midair. Huh? The killer tied up Nakamura with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. At that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of the big tower.
Oh, damn.
And suspended Nakamura in midair.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense why the wire was all around his leg. That's right! He was so well hung, kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence. Also, how did they manage to put him outside like that?
How they put what?
Him outside like that.
Yeah. Must be one big brain killer if they managed that. The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they create a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death. No, I disagree. So what if they create a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that. Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because even if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Yeah, but consider his weight.
Yeah, he's heavy. He's a heavy boy. Is it the wire again?
No.
My least favorite minigame, because I suck at this. Nekomaru fell on his own. Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time you want to try that sleep mode thing, but in that case, how do you explain the drop? Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside. Oh, I'm out of cuts. Hold on, my fries are done, so I'll think about this in a sec.
My goodness.
My goodness.
Stop.
I'll be right back.
What is he? I mean, just consider his weight will be enough to explain, to be honest, but I don't know what he's arguing about. Kinda dumb. Some of those arguments are pretty dumb anyway, but oh god. I have 1.5. Kinda funny. Oh.
Alright, this should be the last time I have to get up.
But you're annoying, you know that?
Oh, what's wrong, love? You gotta
You
make
got
sure
the
you don't...
wrong bullet.
Yeah, which bullet should I pick?
Well, think.
Well, it's hard to think because it goes so fast. The pillar? It could be the pillar. Thanks to Kazuichi, I think I figured out how the killer dropped Nekomaru. Is it
No,
it's not the
this
pillar?
No.
Okay. Is it this one?
No.
Okay, it's not the
That's
pillar.
the same thing.
Oh wait. This one.
No.
Okay. It's not...
Okay, this one is correct, but not the wrong sword.
Okay.
No.
Pillar fragments?
No.
Nah.
No.
The
This one.
Oh, the timer. And I ran out of things again. Okay, well now I know which one to use. Just gotta make sure I don't run out of things. Fuck, why'd I switch?
Good job, genius.
I pressed L thinking it would cut, but no.
Good job, genius. Good job.
Alright, hold on.
You seriously suck at this.
I know, this is my least favorite minigame. I keep running out of cuts. Well, at least I have the right one now. Alright. Skip through this. Wait for the second statement. Boom. There. I just hate it because it's so, like, fast. You have no time to think about what statement you should use.
True.
That's my problem. What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair? What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up? He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
You woke up from an alarm, realized you were hanging upside down, and had no clue why? Something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body will start moving, like a Mario probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because of the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off. And so him struggling made the doorknob slip off, then, and he fell.
Yeah.
When Nekomaru woke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for a killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have...
Seriously.
What?
Hurry up.
What do you mean hurry up? I'm eating.
You're so slow. Please.
Am I not allowed to eat, honey?
No.
No?
No.
They would have at least tried to do something to cover it up. Killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... Whoosh. If that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find. I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death. Do you finally understand now? Yeah, appears just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
No, I believe he gave you all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore? This guy, he gets off on this. So next to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right? Doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I could think of that happened to him was... he ran out of battery? Oh, the wire got loose, right?
You're stupid.
What do you mean I'm stupid?
You're freaking stupid.
Oh. I'm trying to eat, so half my mind's on the
Shut
food.
the fuck up. No.
Honey, don't get so mad. You're good.
I will.
Where's Baby Big at?
Beside me.
Good. Stay that way.
You're really stupid. This is the easiest fucking question I need to answer.
You ran out of battery? No?
Idiot.
What?
This is the easiest freaking question and you don't fucking answer that.
I'm trying to eat fries and you're harassing me.
I don't give a shit. It's the easiest question in the field. It's not funny, it's embarrassing.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar, isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar.
Yeah, the pillar's relevant. So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you that pillar was the weapon. Michael was totally right.
I mean, the pillar, him hitting the pillar and, you know, him splitting open like that, that technically would be like the cause of death, right? Well, the pillar was a bonus. I mean, obviously the intention was just to drop him and kill him, but the pillar just kind of happened to be there at the time. Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Now what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 AM, and if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta.
What did you say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 AM?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 AM. Wasn't there another clock that went off at that time?
Yeah.
And maybe that's
Nah,
what they
that's
heard.
impossible. Because even though I slept in the room, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning. Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I would be late for my Magma Daichi, so I left for Great Tower before 7 AM. And if we found Nakamura's body there, it would have been before the 7 AM alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction's been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 AM when you went to reach the tower at 7 o'clock?
That's what I want to know.
Daylight savings. Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. But
Also, how do they know it was 7 AM if you had the only actual time?
Yeah, that's a good point.
The time in the funhouse is kind of twisted.
Yeah, it's all weird and stuff.
Veggie, seriously, hurry up.
Why are you rushing me? I want to eat, honey.
I don't care. Seriously, I'm gonna ban you from eating.
But I got hungry.
I don't care. It's not funny. It's annoying.
But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. By having another dance party, obviously. Look at all these clocks we can use. Actually, what is Fuyuhiko's account again? What did he say? He saw Nekomaru walking at 5 a.m. Yeah, that's really early.
Before 7 a.m., I'm certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m. Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right? His time of death and the time of her body was suffered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. That's gotta be it.
It could be that statement.
When? When did they mess around with his time?
Yeah. I'm gonna try one of these statements.
You'll head for the tower.
Could be that one.
No, that's correct.
That's
because
correct?
she went with that partner.
Okay. Then I could try this. No. So, is it not? Maybe it's not Fuyuhiko's account then?
No, it's not.
Okay. What does the wall clock have to say? At 5:30, the alarm of the wall clock in the lounge was still going off. Oh, that's the clock I was talking about. Kaz and Gundam rushed to the lounge after being alerted by the sound. However, Nagito was apparently the only one who didn't hear it. And then there's the alarm clock. Or radio clock. Automatically adjusts itself if its time is off. Oh, yeah. Hang on. I know what to do now. There we go. Because you can't mess with the time.
Yeah, you can't.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grave House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse. Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me when I checked all the clocks. And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed. If there's no possibility that time is tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding.
And never misunderstand. I'll crush it into dog food.
It's time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's big think time.
Oh no.
Where'd all my health go?
You're fucking stupid, that's why. It serves you right, to be honest.
It's a super challenge run. It's a one-hit mode.
Except you will always fail because you fucking suck at everything.
Let's see. What did Hajime and the others do? I didn't even get time to read.
What do you mean do? What do you mean do?
Well, whatever I picked, it was the correct answer. You don't really get that much time to read it, do you?
No.
And the platforming is getting cooler, too. Which clock was tampered with? I don't know which one.
Good job, genius.
Well, my health.
Good job, genius.
You just get one
Good
health
job,
now?
genius. Good job, genius.
Yeah, I'm a genius.
You're no.
Alright, let's try that again.
Good job, genius.
Yay, moi.
No más. You
Alright.
suck at this.
Well, let's try
You
that
suck
again.
at this.
This time I should get more health.
You suck at this. Hello.
Oh wow, look at that. I have way more health now.
Yeah, you suck at this though.
Hey, I try my best, Wavy.
No, you don't. Then again, you suck at Mario Kart. I'm not surprised anymore.
Well, you wanna call it a night after this racing thing, honey?
No.
No, you good? Okay. Where the murder happened, who the killer is, red. Wait, I thought I was yellow.
Good job, idiot.
Wait, did I not pick yellow last time?
But did you ever think it can change?
No, I don't remember it changing.
Because you don't even pay attention.
I guess it was where the killer is. Alright, what did I pick last time?
You didn't pick anything?
Oh yeah, I just fell in the center. Because I didn't have time to look.
The
Nekomaru...
building?
The building clocks?
Are you gonna tamper with Nekomaru? Hello?
Well, yeah, you can't tamper with him. And you can't tamper with both, so... Well, this is cool. It's like that one Mario Party minigame.
But you shut up, seriously.
Honey, don't be so bothered. Mwah. You need
No.
some Goldak to cheer you up?
Yes.
Okay, feedies.
Right. We're meant to eat 15 bulldogs today.
Which house had the wrong time? I don't know. Which one was the one that... Which one was Fuyuhiko and Sonia in? Or whatever. Was it grape? No.
No.
Probably strawberry then.
It said both.
It's both?
Because Fuyuhiko and Sonia were in different houses, remember?
Oh, okay. So, let's see. The time in the building's clocks, and both houses were tampered with, apparently.
Hey, idiot, remember? We're meant to eat 15 bulldog samyans carbonara in one day. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Hello? 15 bulldogs in one day? Where
Yeah,
is
it's a
it?
lot.
No, we were meant to eat it. Hello?
Well, as long as they're yummy, I don't mind.
Then let's eat 15 bulldogs in one day.
No.
What do you mean no? We're meant to eat 15 bulldogs in one day.
Okay, Chicutie. Fluffy pun.
So hurry up and get cooking.
Okay, time to cook. You said you checked all the clocks inside the building, isn't that right, Fuyuhiko? Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time. But what if all the clocks have been messed with? All the clocks? So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it. I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks. So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that. This is truly fantastic.
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
2 hours? She's right. That's the main problem. I need to clarify how much time the time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm going to reach the truth in one go. And we're gonna have another dance party. Well, what are their accounts again? Well, what did Akane say? I know what Fuyuhiko said. A rumbling at 5:30. Strawberry House. Nekomaru at 5 a.m. We can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock. The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
Gundam.
Oh, that's him. Okay. Oh, that was Akane.
Cruiser can be used to narrow that down. If only I heard the sound when he fell.
The
It
sound.
would have been a great clue.
Yeah, it would be Akane. Or his scream.
He's not the type to something noise.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too. It could be either of those, actually.
No alarm noise.
Okay, I think I have an idea what to do. I need to get back around to her statement. Alright. I need to agree with her. I think. Rumbling. At 5.
Veggie, hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling? I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound. We heard that noise too. It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge.
Oh.
What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well, that sound everyone heard. I did not hear it at all.
Huh? You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that the rumbling noise anyway. If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning. Huh? You can't tell? I instantly woke up and left my room. That's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
So the rumbling happened at 5:30, and Fuyuhiko saw him leave at 5, so there would have been a half hour of just like setup for the death.
Oh yeah, but the time was off by what? 2 hours. Then.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Excellent work, Kane.
If that rumbling sound we heard was 5:30, it's like the answer to how much of our time was, yeah, 2 hours.
You're welcome, I calculated for you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
If we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30.
Veggie, hurry up. You didn't even say thank you for calculating me either.
Thank you, Bun Bun.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
You suck. Veggie, hurry up. Veggie, hurry up. Veggie, hurry up. Veggie, hurry up. Veggie, you stupid dumb vegetable, stop giggling and I get to work.
Aw, pat.
What?
Okay, I'm done eating.
Jeez, finally, what took you so long?
Well, fries are pretty hard to swallow.
No, they're not.
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30. That means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed. Plus, the funhouse has no windows, and there weren't any Monokuma announcements either. However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time? The reason's obvious, so they could lure out just Nekomaru. Lure out only Nekomaru? If you mess with the clocks and use a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means. Yeah, you could because you could probably say like, it's like, please come here at 7:30. But then like Nekomaru, for him it would be 7:30, but for everybody else it'd be 5:30, so they would think it's not time yet, or whatever.
Yeah. But
So-
but the killer would know then about the time.
Yeah, the killer would know. The killer would know about his radio clock.
Jeez.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. If they're trying to lure out only Nekomaru, then that specific thing is, Monokuma Tai Chi. The clock's... What's the clock's alarm? I mean...
Monokuma Tai Chi.
I mean, that is a timed event, so yeah. That's it. The killer made use of Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning. How did they use it? We are required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 AM for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us? We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time. That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time. That's when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning. Yep. If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 AM. And if that time was also off by 2 hours, it should have been 7 AM. Yep, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi right on schedule. So, in actuality, everybody was 2 hours late to Monokuma Tai Chi. I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Jeez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Geez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a footer or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong. Too bad.
Liar! I am right.
That's not it. It's incorrect.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased. Huh? Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar. Well, you'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's gonna say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going towards the tower. Did something else happen after that? After you talking about that, are you talking about that alarm?
Huh? Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's what it is, I guess.
Thomas!
Can't read. Nekomaru died when that rumble happened. Then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard ever came out of the guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi before when Nekomaru fell? Who is it? Who's it, bastard?
It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? Well, who doesn't have an alibi? Is there a way I can look? I don't know. Yeah, I don't have an alibi. I don't know. I've been kind of suspicious of Kaz this whole time.
No, he has an alibi.
What was his alibi? Is it Sonia?
No.
No.
Different house.
Different house. Is it somebody in the boys' house?
Remember when who didn't hear the alarm?
Nagito?
Yeah.
Is it him?
I don't know, guess.
Is he sus?
Yeah.
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito? That's right, Nagito wasn't there. He's sus. I don't know. It's very hard to remember events that happened like 2-3 weeks ago. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko. You didn't come out even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you? If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something. If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm going to suicide dive you.
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't. You couldn't? What do you mean? It's merely the foolish talk of the weak. Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard the rumbling sound. He couldn't? You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in the strawberry house.
So he was in the Pentagon or whatever it was called, right? The Octagon. No?
No. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. So that was strange. I mean, everyone else heard it.
So is there a certain point where you cannot hear that? Is there like noise suppression on some of the walls?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
I don't remember where though.
To be honest, it's not just them. Same goes for me too.
Huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all. Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
So clearly there's some rooms that just have really good noise suppression.
Yes.
You still don't know? Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common. I'm sure you'll figure it out. The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagito, Sonia, and Honey. The secret is with what these three have in common. Could this also be the secret that points to the killer? Well, I guess if I didn't know before, the hangman will help me figure it out.
D.
It's a D word. Dude.
No. E.
D?
E.
E?
E. L.
Del? The deli?
U. U.
Okay.
X.
Okay, X makes sense. Deluxe?
E.
Deluxe room. Wait, it's a 5-letter word. What is the 5-letter word?
S.
Deluxe suite. There we go.
No.
Oh, is it not that?
Deluxe and room at S.
Wait. Honey, it's not giving me
R.
S.
R.
R? Oh, deluxe rooms, plural.
You're stupid. I literally said room plus S.
Oh.
We.
Okay, I'll guess my M's gone now.
You're stupid.
Alright, now I just need S. And we're done. I forgot they were called deluxe rooms.
They were types of rooms. Did you forget about that?
I mean, I knew about that, but I forgot what they were called. So I guess the deluxe rooms have good noise suppression then.
Obviously. Remember what I said? The joke?
Oh.
About how it's for us?
Oh, I see. But honey, that was so long ago. How do you remember that? Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Wait, so now you understand the joke?
Yeah, I understand the joke.
Why you understand the joke?
Deluxe room is soundproof. So,
Hello?
yeah, so I can make all the noise I want.
What kind of noise?
Whining noises.
What noises? Sorry?
Whining noises.
Why are you whining?
Because Veggie is hungry and wants fries.
Big bag, big bag.
Mm-hmm.
No, I might cry
Well,
because there's no baby pig.
we'll bring Baby Pig with you then.
Tommy, I don't want to bring her in that hellhole like that.
Okay.
She needs to sleep in my bed, like right now.
Okay, Baby Pig can stay with us.
Okay. The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent? That fucking face. He's just like, you fucking dumbass. Now then, you guys might understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer?
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why, well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer. Decisive factor? Somehow I feel like I understand what he means. The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru. I have to pick.
Well, good luck.
Wait, I have to pick
Good
someone.
luck.
I have to pick someone again.
Yep. Guess who?
Well, it's not Nagito. That's funny. I have to pick someone again. So so it's only somebody who has good noise suppression then?
No,
No.
they're out.
Oh, so we're ruling them out.
She's
then.
out.
So these three are out. Fuyuhiko had an alibi. Akane had an alibi.
She's an alibi.
Hmm?
Because she immediately rushed out once she heard that noise. So she has an alibi.
Gundam has an alibi, right?
I don't know. You don't know.
Well, I don't know.
He does.
So he has an alibi?
She's out. Well,
Wait, so it's Gundam then?
I don't know. Shoot.
Well, your reaction made me pick them.
Yeah, I know.
Gundam, there's
It's meant
something
to
I
help
want to
you.
ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right? What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it. Why are you able to hear it? Hear what? I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Was he? I don't remember.
Ooh. Honey, there were 4 deluxe rooms.
Was there?
Sonia, and me, Chiaki stayed in the deluxe rooms. Nagito and who else?
Wait, Gundam was in
Him?
the deluxe room? I don't remember that. Nagito was staying at a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm? Huh? Now you mention it.
Gundam?
There's only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge, am I right?
Gundam? Yeah, some sort of explanation, right?
I did not expect that. Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me? After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while, am I correct? Until that moment the alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire. In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. How many times are we going to show this same scene?
Veggie, oh my goodness, why are you so whiny all the time?
Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower. And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. In their original plan, the killer should have returned to the room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room. Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi. Because I was in the lounge. Wow, look at this funny diagram. So the killer couldn't go back to the room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm. Hey, what are you doing? This ruckus, it's louder than the supreme ruler of the netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice. Don't go making all that noise so suddenly.
But why you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down. If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why you couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but... How ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam, please, can you say at least something?
Answer me this, including myself and my 4 dark Devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist. Is that your argument?
You bastard. Do you even understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part. I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with a majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam's the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey, what do you mean the class trial's just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously, let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it?
Hmm?
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. I mean, he's already a weirdo.
Weird behavior.
Weird behavior.
Despicable behavior, exactly, hon.
What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Honey,
Muffin.
despicable behavior.
But he's not big, honey.
But honey,
Maple.
weirdo behavior.
Weirdo behavior. Weirdo.
That's veggie.
Weirdo.
Veggie is a weirdo.
Well, let's just leave that fun for later and finish this opening act already.
You said opening act again.
Honey, opening act.
Yeah,
This is
opening
an
act.
opening act. I love this. I love the description of opening act. Please hold on. We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal.
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny that very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough, as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House. However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption's clearly wrong. Are you serious? In here I thought it's already been decided. Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction. That's wrong. When something's obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction's born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome.
Okay, smartass.
Good night button. That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses. Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
They could have returned to Strawberry House.
Since I was at Strawberry House at the time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible. It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if it was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan on lecturing me? Why don't we stop this already?
Okay, I'm gonna help you. I don't think you would think of this. You should absorb the secret passageway.
Well, don't we already know that there was a passageway that, like, Nagito was able to go through to go between the houses?
Yes,
Yeah,
that too.
But how do
I
we
don't
prove
know
that?
if you need to take the secret passageway and hit Gundam in one of his statements.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that gameplay mechanic.
Yeah,
they don't really tell you that, like, hey, you're supposed to do this.
well, you need to go to Arcanis and statement
Well,
to absorb.
what's the button to absorb? It's holding Y.
Yeah, this one.
Okay. Broken. Kane, where are you? That's accomplice.
No.
Secret
This one.
passageway. Like, I can barely read it because it's fucking sideways.
Yeah, it was meant to be a trick.
Okay.
No, against him.
The only means of travel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a tricky one. I mean, I knew what to do, I just didn't know how to do it, you know? No, there should
No,
have...
you're just stupid.
Well,
I
I knew we had to prove that there is a secret passageway, wifey.
No, yapping.
But you love my
yapping.
yaps.
No, it just means you're stupid, you know that?
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator. Such a method does not exist. Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method? What do you mean, select someone? How many times are you gonna make me do this? That's actually really funny.
It is.
Nagito, you should know. Huh? What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right? The super baby method. There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right? Geez, once again, I left the reserve course show-off. But you're right, there's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened that door and went down... Surprise, surprise, I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House. So there's a frickin' trap door in the Pentagon? That's funny.
Yeah. Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Kind of. Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want. If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted. No, I disagree. Let's play the shitty sword game once more. However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room? There's no way they didn't know. That is merely illusion you fabricate from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny. There's no way I can stop. What did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like it when I'm angry. Maybe have a Snickers then.
Use wire.
Well, good thing I'm already on the wire.
Yeah, just like keep wire.
Wow, look at how fancy these ones are going. How the hell do you break these ones? Damn.
Good job, Veggie. Good job.
There's so much happening. Oh, it's like a... You have to do it like a 360 motion.
Yes.
That's cool.
Thomas.
Bitch.
What the hell did you just call him?
Bitch. Because I'm beating him with the swords.
You're a bitch. You're a bitch.
No, I'm not, wifey. Come on.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Veggie is a bitch. I hate
Oh, that was probably the one I was supposed to press on. Okay. Boom. Break. Once you know what to do, though, that minigame's not actually that long. The wire used to string up
Thomas,
Nekomaru's body.
you wouldn't do it anyway because you're stupid. Never saw that.
Well, yeah, because I have no time to think and I can't read sideways
No one
words.
cares. No one cares. Tell us.
The hammer that
No
looks
one
like the
cares
weapon,
about it.
and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in the funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them? The only place I can think of is the octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains, too. Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the octagon.
That's the case. We obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act, so I'm going to end this right now. Hey, what are you... First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to meet up at Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. Like I was playing the funny music. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. It was obvious that he attempted that. At that time we didn't know the two towers at the exact same place. There's a lot more time to read that than I thought. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Hall. Tower, not Hall. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival. Hold on, if Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then? Their plan was balancing act of uncertainties, but if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
Oh, that's such a risky plan. They won't have been able to lure him at all.
Hey honey, I have a question.
Oh no.
Do you know how much of this do you know how much of this trial is left?
What?
Well, because would it be a good place to stop and finish it next time?
Let me check.
Yeah, because I don't want to start next episode and be like, oops, there's only like 20 minutes of trial left.
What do you mean? It's literally the ending.
We're at the end right now?
Yep.
Okay, well let's finish it then. Read that?
I already read that, Thomas.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Anyway, let's play the music again. Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru. So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. Hold on, you. What did you just say? That I didn't battle? Huh? What's wrong with that? Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. I cannot ignore those words. Why are you angry all of a sudden? You fools. Do not understand. You don't understand at all. You make me laugh. After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all.
I don't understand anything? What does that mean?
To be fair, bro, I don't think anybody's ever understood you. It appears I cannot just finish yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish! What do you intend to do? It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions. Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue? Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
Not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
What if he dropped through the trap door behind him and then went boop, and then he went to sleep?
Even more difficult if it's a 1-on-1 situation.
Just as I thought. Truly frail succumbing so easily to such a simple argument. It was just a mere illusion. Ha 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 ha. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations. That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong. Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet. I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then just as you requested, I'll provide an argument that'll leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Panic talk action. Oh, I gotta do DDR with him. I can remember how to play it. I don't know if there's any other buttons.
Yeah, you need to refill and stuff.
Refill?
Yeah, the bullets, but now no.
I have max bullets though, don't I?
Yeah, now yes, but...
Well, I remember you gotta press X. So when fever runs out, I'll press X.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I gotta get my rhythm back.
The four
Dark Divas. Oh, I forgot the
Yeah.
4 Dark Divas, the. Negative! Well, I can't see the rhythm.
Hello, refill.
Oh. Well, I almost had it. I just did it. I just forgot the... Alright, here we go. The 4 Dark Divas.
Dark Death, what? Are you stupid?
Wait, what? Did I not do it right?
No.
What?
Change places, you idiot.
What? Why did they do that on me?
Because why the hell wouldn't they?
That's such a dick move. The 4 Dark Divas. No, I did wrong again! Fuck. Why do they keep changing places on me?
I hate you so damn much. You suck at this.
Well,
You
I
suck
can't
at this.
see them, honey.
I don't care.
Alright,
The...
oh, no, I pressed A. Damn it! the Dark 14. No! Damn it, not the 4 Dark Divas. I hate that it keeps changing positions.
Dark for Devas.
The dark 4D.
No, you said Dark for Devas.
Well, that was my first one.
You suck at this. I hate you. You suck.
I don't mind that I suck. It's funny.
It's not funny. It's embarrassing. I do not support you at all.
I support Whitey.
No. But I'm not. I don't suck like you.
Oh, okay, apparently I'm in the negative zone again. Alright. The four Dark Divas. There we go.
Divas.
There we go.
You're welcome. I have to spell that for you. Honey, you use it for Dark Divas.
The four Dark Divas. No, the Dark 4 Divas. What was the funny one that I said before? I don't remember.
The 4 Dark Divas there.
Oh yeah. 4 Dark Divas
Dark 4 Divas there.
The 4 I don't know. The Dark 4 Divas, I don't know, whatever. Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you. Oh.
No, not the fat sand rat mentioned.
Aww. Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck? Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it could have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Oh, look at that cutie. You saw that
so
nice?
cute. Yeah.
That was so cute. Dum dum. Dum dum.
What?
What was that?
Me making a rat noise?
I don't think anyone needed to hear that.
Damn it.
Yeah, you sound like a rat. You know that?
Oh yes, I'm a squeaky rat.
Okay, demonstrate. So, that I don't think rats sound like that.
Yeah.
Dum dum.
What?
What was that? Oh, he's so cute. Aww. Adorable.
Yay.
Veggie love, love, love. So cute.
I love honey.
Love you too.
Yay.
Huggy.
Oh, huggies.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's house retrieved a piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
Yeah.
Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, must have been possible. The secret gave one of them behind Mekamaru pressed the button on the back of his head.
How about it, Gundam? Yeah. Not just by myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I have obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine. Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victor can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands. Oh, now we get to do the actual closing argument.
I told you it's the ending.
Alright, let's see. So you looked at the wires. What is this thing supposed to be? Is this the door?
No, Oh yeah, he went to the final dead room, or no? No, none of that. None of that.
No.
No.
None of these
Wait,
are the
wait,
water.
wait. What about the hamster with the button? Was it before?
The hamster pressed it.
Before.
Oh, here?
Right.
Nekomar. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Right here?
yeah.
Nekomaru's
Yeah.
weakness. Oh. Yeah, that's him pressing his button. Okay. The killer destroyed what after leaving the tower? I don't know. Let's see. What was the fake weapon left? The tower?
The hammer, but it's not here.
Oh. Who gathered at the lounge? I
Yeah.
guess it'd be this,
Do
right?
this.
Alright. Why did Nekomaru fall? The pillar?
Pillar.
Wait, but the pillar's
No.
but the pillar's there, so no.
No, because he struggled with the doorknob.
I woke up.
No.
Maybe?
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah, I guess that was it. Alright, oh, here we go, the hammer.
No, the hammer was the fake weapon.
Yeah. The killer destroyed what? The chain, the clock, the doorknob?
Yeah, the right, left.
Oh,
Shut
left.
the fuck, left.
How far left? Here? Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Jeez, are you stupid? Seriously.
Hey,
Isn't
don't be
it
mean, honey.
obvious? I am being nice.
The chain, right? No.
No.
Okay. Who is in the lounge? Is it this? No?
Man, you're
this one?
doing it too fast. I can't freaking read anything.
Messing with
You
the
just
base
put
of
whatever.
the elevator. Is it this?
It's as what?
Well, we're done
Why
these
are you
at least.
actually that stupid?
Well, what do we put
Seriously.
here? The chain or what?
How does that chain go with what he broke? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, I already put the chain here, so it's not the chain, right?
Do you know that there are two wrong ones in each set?
Well, which one's the correct one?
Well, think.
Is it the clock? I don't know. Did I already try this? No, I didn't. Alright, well that's done at least. Fuyuhiko can't sleep? Alarm set for 5:30? Is it this?
Idiot.
No? Okay.
It was early in the morning for Hiko.
Hmm?
It was early in the morning for Hiko, you idiot.
This one? Which one, honey?
Go place where he says it was early in the morning.
Fuyuhiko?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, shocker.
And then, is this where the clock goes? Okay. And all we gotta do now is put something in here.
You want the doorknob?
Maybe? Yeah. And then the killer destroyed what?
This.
This, maybe? Yeah. There you go.
Well, of course I knew because you don't know anything.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m. But at that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. Yeah, I mean, waking up like 2 hours earlier would fucking suck. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. Go hamsters!
Look, honey! They're Devas of Destruction.
Yay! But the killer was waiting for him there.
Babies. I love them.
Aww, look at the squeaky noises.
Oh, yeah, so cute.
With the power of hamsters.
Honey.
What?
Replicate. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, you're adorable, no?
Yay! With the power of
Papa.
hamsters, they were able to press the goodnight button on the back of Nekomaru's neck.
Hello.
This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began
Veggie.
preparing to use the ultimate weapon.
Veggie,
What?
did I hurt you? I didn't mean to.
Oh, you good, hon. First, they set the
Okay.
alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up.
Well, you're also good, but you're too slow to catch on anything.
Aw, that's okay, honey.
Yeah, that's okay.
Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied to the tip of the wire into a loop and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed a button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. Damn, that's pretty wild. The killer entered
It
Grape
is.
Tower to see if their setup was successful. Yeah. And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon and wrapped it in a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to the room. With no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on the impact and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Oh, look at that.
Hamsters.
We saw the hamsters. Oh.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop it, Reggie. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. So I'll freaking kill you myself. I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe it. You killed Nekomaru? I can't believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me. Do you feel regret? Then finish it. Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka. My beloved deadly foes, let the voting time begin.
I cannot blame him. He did the right choice. I will forever support Gundam.
Wait, why do you support him?
Because they would have freaking died of hunger.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I got a B.
Honestly, he's smart. He's smart.
Smart
He
bun.
freaking pulled it off.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Well, duh, you're gonna make the right one, unfortunately. Crap, I bit my tongue at the most important part. Let's play slots.
Let's go gambling.
Sadly,
The sad.
Gundam was so good.
Yeah, I liked him.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, he's more likable than Cause, that's for sure.
It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. Okay, now do 2 more, please. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru is in the amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka. Yay, I said it all without biting my tongue. Wow.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true the class trial's finished, but that doesn't mean the incident's over. We can't finish it until we hear it from Gundam. No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like. Why do you want to talk to the one who's lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something. Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct? You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh? Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Lost and died?
If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
What do you mean? Explain.
Fine then, I shall reveal it all. Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse, and I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. An epic fight scene? Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help, but he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
A fight that risks life and death?
He was serious too. He gave it his all to try to kill me.
Huh?
If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself. Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru. This scorching sting sensed to atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great. What a comforting atmosphere. That's a great line. And what is your... Oh, wait, that's him. And what is your reasoning? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me? I am the warlock Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, lords of darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
Wow.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid. In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think of holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you've got. Nekomaru, die. Your blood will drench the fountain of my empire.
Why? Why did you fight? We are all friends. Why can't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong.
I'll not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
Real.
There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation.
That is true. So he thinks differently.
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up. Giving up on life, that's just an insult to life itself. Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog?
Cannibalism?
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism. That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself? If a world would consider that justice, then I'll fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life. It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You saying all that to try to justify what you did?
But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Ugh.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all, that is the absolute truth. But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
That's what I said.
Yeah, I agree.
That belief is why you committed your crime. Hey, what about the fight on that room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once. But, compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was a mere child's play.
No, after listening to you talk for a while, I started to think that... Well, it's also because you unexplainably admitted your crime without much resistance.
Gundam, don't tell me. You didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you'd ask such a foolish question. Just who do you think I am? I'm Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I sacrificed myself for the sake of you fools. Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it's impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yay! Got it. I have prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
Please wait, this is just too much. Please, Moko, please help Gundam.
Miss Sonia.
Please, I beg of you.
Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself.
Gundam.
It's fine to start for reals, right?
Yes, I do not mind. However, what is it, my four dark divas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark divas of destruction. That is not like you at all. Oh, there's no need to fear. In this world, I'm only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty's complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing, let us laugh uproariously. That is Gundam Tanaka. I shall stick with my evil until the very end. Open sesame, pandemonium. I shall fill hell with true hell.
Let's give it everything we got. It's punishment time!
What, is he gonna be in a hamster wheel or something?
No, no mas.
Oh. No, that was last game. Nope, he gets to go to the zoo.
Oh, no, they look so sad.
Aw, sad hamsters.
Look at them.
Where the hell did he get that stick from?
He got it. Anyways, he's protecting himself.
Oh. No, not the hamsters. They're gonna be so lonely now.
Oh, look, they're gonna take him away.
The boonies are taking him away.
It's so bittersweet.
That
No,
is sad.
it is waiting. No. But my poor hamster.
Aw.
Gundam. No.
And after Gundam's gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then, what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to answer that.
Damn it. Damn it. So pissed off. I need to throw something. You all spend so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit. Every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me. Damn it, why am I so weak? Such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best. You're right. This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not, Gunda will most likely crawl his way out of hell. I presume he will be very cross with us.
You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. Yeah, is there only 7 people left? It's not a lot of people. We still have to do it. We have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have
Yeah,
died,
7.
we need to finish this once
7.
and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. Can't allow that.
So how long are you guys gonna stand around chattering? The class trial is over, so it's okay for you to hurry back to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that. Wow.
Hold on. How much longer are you gonna keep doing this?
Seriously, how long is he gonna keep doing this? How long is it gonna continue?
Now then.
Well, approximately 1 or 2 chapters.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I'm feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Wow, you got over that quick. Hold on a sec, that move shift's too damn fast.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomata said. That's what it means to live, right?
She certainly got something else.
Seriously, I'm starving. Then let's go back and now eat. And then after we fall asleep as much as we want, that's me. And then let's do our best again.
Well, honey is already best, so that's pretty easy to accomplish.
Tommy, shut up. And you aren't?
Oh, I'm best too. With
Yeah,
this, the class
and
trial
Beak.
has come. Yeah, Beak too.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Come to an end, and once again, we return to Jabberwock Island. I almost forgot that place existed because we were stuck in the fruit towers for like 5 years.
No.
The size of our group has definitely diminished.
No.
Nah.
Go back. What did you say?
Fruit towers.
No. It's Strawberry
They're
House
called
and
fruit
Grape
towers,
House.
damn it.
They're Strawberry House and Grape House, you stupid. What do you mean they're not?
But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial. But at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. 'Cause fuck despair. The only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. What, Nagito? Hey, I'm in your room. Yeah, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Yee! Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information. I guess they were too busy with other matters, or maybe they'd reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this. This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it costs me my life. For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Alright, Monokuma's arrived. Who summoned me?
Thanks for coming.
Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight, too? Loner. So what's up? Your face looks scary.
I see. So you can tell.
Perhaps you found out who the traitor is.
You know me well. Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet.
I see. So you don't even know, huh? Looks like the final showdown's gonna take a little more time. So, why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love?
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room.
Oh yeah, what about it?
There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
What's weird?
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right? But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
That's right! I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
If this file even contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Oh.
I wonder.
Could it be?
Oh.
Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information?
What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right?
That's not my point. My point is you already know who the traitor is.
What's wrong with that? Well, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monami said after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me.
Their existence means nothing, huh?
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this stuff.
It's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know?
Cooperation?
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too. However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is.
I see. Interesting. Very interesting. Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you too.
Well, I knew you'd say that.
Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on.
Huh, just as I thought. You saw right through me. No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself and despair exist.
You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky.
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky. Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could be even called ultimate hope. That's probably a very important name drop right there.
Mm-hmm.
You two are very alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Who are you waiting for on this island?
Huh?
Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island? Well, answer my question.
If that's the case, if that person's already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting?
Wow, look at that fancy bomb. 5 days left. Is that bomb ever gonna, like, frickin' finish? Well, we've went down 2 students, sadly.
Yep.
And it's probably going to decrease again in the next chapter. Unless it won't. I don't know. Hooray! I got the Hellhound earring. Alright. Well, I think that'll, be a good note to end on, right, honey?
You don't say.
Yeah.
Alright, well, everybody, thank you for watching DR2 with lovely Cinnabon today. Make sure to like and subscribe
yeah.
to me on
The
YouTube and
veggie.
Twitch.
Veggie.
Yeah, to veggie. And also make sure to check out Cinnabon at Kafo on Instagram for some lovely edits. So anyways, we will see everybody in the next episode where we'll start chapter 5 then. So see everybody then, take care.
Bye bye.
Bye.